So when I say this, a lot of you are going to be like, I don't agree with this, and twin flames do work. At least you hope it will work. I'm not saying that all twin flames don't work, by the way, but there is a one huge reason why at first it could be like, wow, love at first sight, everything connects and everything's so perfect. And then what happens is suddenly everything starts falling apart. And actually, this recently happened with a good friend of mine, Aaron Doughty. Some of you may have seen the story with him and Leo. And I like to dive deep into the reason why, so that at least you guys, if you're searching for your soulmate twin flame, or that's what you're trying to attract, or maybe you're with your twin flame right now, how to actually deal with this. Anyway, before we get into it, show reel, hit it. What's up guys, this is Sri Akarshana here, namaste to all, and in this video we're going to be talking about twin flames and the number one reason why it's extremely difficult for twin flames to stay together. And I know some of you will try to disagree with this and all the rest of it, but maybe you haven't met the twin flame yet, or maybe you're with your twin flame and you found a way to settle the differences which actually are the similarities. Now, what I mean by that is what you'll find in twin flame, because twin flame, you have the masculine and the feminine, one flame that's separated, but they are supposed to be one, right? So what you'll find is that there are so many similarities between you and them. That's why when you meet them, you know instantly, you click, you think the same way. Even you will find, if you were brought up in a different part of the world and they were brought on the other side of the world and you came together, right? Because it's so powerful, the force, the attraction is so powerful, you will find a way together. But even when you come together, at that first part, you'll find that, hey, why is it that your story sounds similar to mine? Why is it that some of the habits you have are the same as mine? Why is it that your upbringing seems the same as mine? It's because it's two that were together, that were temporarily apart, but that attraction will always bring these two together again, okay? On the basis that your mind is clear. If you guys want to know how to attract your twin flame, that's on a separate video. I'll make a separate video for that. Maybe if you guys comment below, if you want to learn how to attract your twin flame, and if there's enough demand, I'll make a separate video on that one, okay? But anyway, when that attraction comes together, what you will notice is there's so many different similarities. Now, that's a good thing on the positive side, but it's not so good thing when you start to know this twin flame even more and more inside this physical reality. What you'll find is you'll start thinking, I don't like it when he or she does this. I don't like it when he or she does that. And when you come to the realization of what you don't like in them is actually a reflection of your weaknesses. And this is the biggest problem. And this actually happens when we were with Simon Sinek out in, where were we again? Out in Beverly Hills. Yeah, with Tom Bilyeu, Impact Theory. And he was actually talking about a very similar type of attribute, where he said that he hated this person for a long time. And he didn't know why he hated that person. But then he comes to the realization, the reason why he hated that person was because that person was in the same industry, yet at the same time, that other person had so many creative ideas. And sometimes that person he felt was even better than him at some of those areas. And that actually frustrated him. So actually, sometimes seeing their strengths may even frustrate you because they're the areas you want to improve on, you want to become better at. And sometimes seeing their weaknesses, what they lack, or maybe things you don't like about your past, when you see their past in the same way, you don't like it too. So what happens is it's easy to react. When twin flames come together, two will grow on an exponential rate. Your spirituality, your consciousness will grow like crazy. Why? Because you're challenged by everything they say, everything they do. And so through those challenges, especially when we're down on that consciousness journey, we always know that, okay, to every challenge, there's always a solution. Stay solution focused. And obviously being motivational speakers or being positive influencers, we're always thinking, okay, let's look at the bright side. What's the bright side to it? Let's not focus on the problem. Yet at the same time, it's pissing you off because it's showing your weaknesses right in front of you. And so now the question comes, so how do we deal with it? Right? And by the way, if any of you have ever been through experiences like this, then please comment below, because then at least you can affirm to the people who are going through this right now, hey, they're not alone, you know, it's very normal. But how do you deal with it? If both agree, come to agreement, right? This is what it takes. If both come to agreement to say, hey, what is it we want out of this relationship? What is our goal? And if both can bring their two goals to one common goal and come to agreement with that without ego playing up, because ego will always be there, right? On that fight, on that reaction. If both come to the agreement and agree on one common goal and say, hey, we understand sometimes you'll be better at something, sometimes I'll be better at something. We understand sometimes we may think differently. If you're stubborn, I'm stubborn, right? But let's think and put our future vision, our future goal beyond our differences or our similarities and come to acceptance. This is the beauty of twin flame, yet at the same time, right, maybe the challenge of twin flame. And when we come to acceptance with that, and we always stay goal focused, future vision focused. Hey, wait there a second. Let's not talk about this because we know what we want. Let's stay focused on what we want and let's keep going. And if two can come to that type of agreement, that's when twin flames will work. But that's why a lot of the time, there's a lot of people saying, oh yeah, it would be nice to have like a power couple. You know, everyone talks about power couples these days, but actually power couples is very hard as well, very difficult. If you look at a lot of celebrities, power couples, you see a lot of breakups happening for that reason. So it's not easy, but when you can work out those differences and similarities and come to that agreement, come to that consciousness, it's a beautiful, beautiful ride. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video or if you got anything from it whatsoever, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also, comment below. Let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's that little bell sign, by the way, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, namaste. Ciao.